Hello, hello, hello. Okay, guys, it's that time. I was overwhelmed with your kindness and your gracious words to me on my mixed media tags. And I really appreciate it because, like, tags, I don't know what it is about tags, but they kind of like fry a few of the last remaining brain cells that I have on a given day. So I actually have been trying to do tags every time I'm down here so that I'll just get more comfortable doing it. And it is easier for me to do mixed media because I love mixed media and I love grunge. But I am trying to step out of my comfort zone. And so today, I'm going to show you how I do it. And I hope you enjoy the process. Yeah, but before I do, I wanted to show you guys these amazing meditation slow stitch little I guess they're like patches. They're going to wind up being on journal covers for me. And they are from Maria. Maria's over at Boho Daydream. She sent me this happy mail. And look at how incredible these are. I absolutely love them, Maria. They're so beautiful. I haven't even taken this one out. She just does amazing work. So if you want to be inspired, and her cute little card, by Maria and the beautiful work that she does, as always, go over to Boho Daydreams. Their link is going to be in the description box, and make sure you check out her beautiful work. I'm telling you, so many people over there do some of the most amazing inspirational things, and Maria is just one of them. So make sure you guys answer all the questions so they know you are not a computer, that you are a real person. Okay, are you guys ready? I'm like so excited. And again, I'm still learning how to do tutorials. And so I appreciate that you're staying with me as I'm kind of learning how to do all this myself. And as always, remember to like, share, and subscribe, because even though I had to say, okay, no more, I can't add anybody to the happy mail list right now because I literally got such a huge response that I think I'm good till about 4,000 subscribers. I got so much response that I wanted to make sure that I could actually fulfill my promise. So I had to not add anybody now, but if you had already gotten a message from me that you're on the list, you're on the list. And so the next happy mail will go out when I hit 750, then the bigger one at 8, and then a smaller one at 850, and so on. And I'm planning, when I get back from the retreat, to begin working on the bigger giveaways, which will be for 1,000 subscribers. And again, if you go back in my videos, you will see that I was giving you all an option between doing a book box, which I have a whole series on how I did that. So check those out, or do a metal envelope, which I'll eventually do regardless. So just let me know, guys. And again, thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, get the word out. And again, I'm going to be working on actually improving the channel as well when I get back. Okay, so this is what you're going to need to do these tags. I will give you suggestions. Please know that you never have to do it exactly like me. Just use this more as an inspiration, and then let your imagination fly, because that's kind of how I do everything. So I don't like anything straight. Sorry, guys. So if you like things straight, please cut your tags straight. I like wonky tags. I like kind of like different shapes. I don't like my edges looking the same, because somewhere in my crazy brain, I think that, I don't know, they were made in the 1600s, and I don't know, they couldn't cut things straight. I don't know. I just do weird things in my head, okay? So I always make templates. You can see this is just out of my grandbaby's goodies. So I make templates when I find shapes that I like, and then I just use these to cut things out. Gotta move these because I did prep. See, I'm getting a little bit better. I did prep everything. So then all I do, the last tags I did, I actually just took cereal boxes and then I tripled the thickness. And I thought, well, that's a lot of work. And we all know that I'm always looking for the easiest way to do things. And I'm a bit of a shoe girl. I know. Hi, according to one of my friends. Hi, I'm Jackie. I have a shoe problem. Yeah, that would be me. So I have all of these shoe boxes, and like my husband loves Hey Dudes as well. They're very comfortable. So I actually found that these boxes like have the perfect width of cardboard. They're not super thick, but they're also not super thin. And so then I just cut the boxes apart so that I could make the tags. And see, they're like the perfect thickness. So it's going to be sturdy enough for a tag, but it's not going to be too bulky if you want to use this for a journal. These can also be used for your journal covers. They can be put in mixed media. There's like a gazillion ways you can use these. So again, I tried to prep everything in the different stages, but for me, making templates makes the process go so fast. So I'm starting to build a little collection of templates. All right, so then you want to go ahead, lay it out, get your cardboard and your pieces laid out. And then what we want to do is, I'm trying to think if I should do supplies first. I guess so. All right, so first of all, if you don't have modeling paste or crackle paste, or even dry air clay, there's a million recipes on YouTube. You can all make it at home. When I get back from the retreat, I'm going to make homemade modeling paste, crackling paste, and dry air clay. And I'll do that on camera for you guys. I just have ran out of time. Today is my last day to film. My calendar now is slammed. I always laugh. People are like, you're so busy. And I'm thinking, dudes, I literally only post about 40% of my life. Like, I have a crazy life and a crazy schedule. But you will need, if you're wanting texture, again, these are just my suggestions, okay? You can use texture in a lot of different ways, but this is how I'm going to show you I did it. So get some modeling paste, crackle paste. Walmart even sells different products now in their art section. You can use that as texture as well. So I also I have a video showing how I did glue molds. This just goes super, super quick. I will tell you, I did get a message from a lady who said she had done this and then they melted. It hasn't happened to me, but I also haven't had them sitting in the sun. So I honestly don't know. So I have a whole bunch of these frames because I have been purchasing stuff as I know that mixed media is my deal. And so for me, it's worth the investment because I'm going to be working with so much clay for my book boxes, my journals, and even these tags. And so I did a bunch of these. I got all of these molds that you see on Amazon. As soon as I can learn how to link my Amazon, like what I get, when I learn how to do that, I'll start linking that for you guys in the description box. But you don't have to have these. Okay? Quite honestly, you could take your cereal box and you could cut out frames. Like, it's really that easy. I've done that for my book boxes. Tim Holtz sells frames. Where are they at? Tim Holtz does them. The Paper Studio does them. And these are like $5. You get several. These are a little big, but I know they sell smaller ones. I bought these again on Amazon. I honestly don't even know. I don't know. This is the card if you want to scan that, but that is literally, I bought these to actually do some of the granny chic things that Sheila had done. So basically the way I'm doing it, I'm using the little frames and stuff, but you can buy frames all over the place. You can make frames out of cardboard. You can just, like, I've done that. I use cardboard and I just traced them out. But for this tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and use these just to kind of give you guys an idea of how I do them. Then just crack out your stencils, okay? This is like my favorite stencil for these tags, but you can use any stencil that you have. It just kind of depends what you're going for. Tim Holtz makes a ton. Oh, Taylor Made Journals, Lorna Taylor, she has the most fabulous stencils. I'm so excited. I finally got some. They are on their way to me. I cannot wait to get them because, again, I love mixed media, but you can use anything. Just grab out your stencils. I've even used like my cheaper stencils. You can buy them like in bulk. You get like 20 stencils for under 20 bucks on Amazon. So I have a lot of those stencils too. So you'll just need some kind of stenciling. Now I use gesso. Okay, you don't have to use gesso. You can use an acrylic paint. And I will also say before I start, I'm gonna go ahead and do a more like shabby chic. I'm not the shabby chic girl. I like grunge. I've embraced the reality of my life, but I am going to attempt to do like a little shabby chic for you, but I'm still gonna lay my tags in black. I would recommend if you're gonna do lighter colors, more shabby chic, that you use a white or a clear gesso. Gesso just makes it where your paint will adhere to it. So use a lighter color if you're wanting more of those soft spring subtle colors. I always like the look that it was buried for 1,000 years, okay? So get your stencils out and then make sure you cut out your tags. You're gonna want some glue. You're gonna want, just see, different acrylic paints. Look at all those little light colors. You can use waxes. Just get something that you want to decorate your tag with. Then what you're gonna need is, if you want an image to be in your little frame like I had done on mine, you're gonna want to get some, hold on, I literally prepped everything, so this is all this stuff done, because you will want to gesso all your little molds and all of that. Then get some pictures. So I happen to have these. This was a birthday gift from my wonderful friend Susie, because when I get back I'll be doing a Marie Antoinette journal. I've been like talking about this journal for like 3 years and buying stuff. I'd actually ordered these stickers from Amazon again. You just need something. Just take your little frame, and depending how big your tag is, try to gauge like, well, it's going to be this big. How much do I want on it? And then you just want the faces to go ahead and be able to be in there. So get some kind of image. It doesn't, you can go in magazines, which I did on my tags. You can use, oh my gosh, even your papers. And it doesn't have to be a portrait. Like maybe you want a flower or bee, or you can use anything. You can use letters, like whatever you want your focal point to be, you're going to need to grab that. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do, or the first thing I do, is I just go ahead and grab this. Now on the back of my tags, that's the very last step I do besides sealing it, is I just gesso the back of this. But I do that after I've done all these other steps so that the back will be somewhat clean, even though of course I grunge it up. Okay, so shall we get this party started? All right, let me move all my stuff, because, you know, I film in this one little area and I have all this stuff all the way around me. Okay, so again, because I always try to think of ways that, like, how fast can I make this go? And because when I make tags, I try to make a bunch of them. Again, because I'm trying to step out and make things like more comfortable for myself. The other thing I would say that I have found, because I do a lot of Happy Mail, I don't do it just for my channel, but I've also joined this fabulous Facebook group that I'll have their Facebook group link in my description as well, called Junk Journal Divas. Oh my gosh, I love the ladies over there. They are such a kick. They're a hoot, and they are like tag experts. Like their ladies do some of the most amazing tags. And then also I'll try to remember to link like Cree Rama's Facebook group. I'm not going to remember to link everybody. I apologize to you all, but I will definitely link the groups. But please go check out their channels. These women are amazing. And so they do something called Diva Delights. And I love the idea of it because A, it's going to help me get over like this brain block that I have making tags. And they do it where they're just using envelopes. So what I do is I did these a long time ago. But I have all these like coffee dyed envelopes, and some of them are not even coffee dyed yet, but I always have this sitting next to me when I do mixed media. It doesn't matter whether I'm doing it on canvas or whatever. So get some envelopes, and I will show you why in a minute, because I don't like to waste product in any way, like at all. Okay, so let's get the party started since we're already 15 minutes and I haven't done nothing. All right, so I always use this. You can use credit card. You can use whatever you have. You just want to get it, and you just want to spread it. Now, I don't want things to be like all uniform. I kind of just get in there and I just add it. And you can see I'm probably not the most gentle person when it comes to my stencils, which is why I'm always ordering stencils. These are actually kind of not the real expensive stencils. I'm a little more careful with ones that I spent more money on. But basically just get in there, and it doesn't have to be perfect, especially if you're going for a grungy look. And then just get it on there, okay? This one's kind of had, it's had a lot of use, a lot. All right. Then make sure you put your caps on, because I'm kind of bad about that sometimes. And let me get that out of the way. Then get a baby wipe. And, well, I should have got that cleaner, but I don't normally waste even that. All right, so let me get this out of the way. Then you just want to go ahead and you want to lift your stencil up. See all that wonderful texture you have? But now we don't want all of this wonderful modeling paste that is on this stencil to go to waste. So what we're going to do, let's see which one I like the most. I like this one a lot. So what I do is I have to think like, okay, well, where's the address? Where's the stamp? Even the guy, I took some of these. I had sent out some Diva Delights. And my postmaster, he was really cute. He's like, oh my gosh, I love your envelopes. And so, yeah. So see, we can inspire people who don't even craft. All right, so then just wash your stencil. And then that way you're making super, super cool envelopes. You're not wasting any of your products at all. And so there we go. Let me get this up. And then you have this on there. Now, it'll show better on this brown one. I'd have to get another wipe. Let's see. But this is how I clean all of my stencils regardless of what I'm doing. I also, if I'm using like the sprays or anything else, I always lay envelopes like underneath me. Or if I do paint pours or anything, I grab paper and envelopes, and that is how I clean up paint pours. It's just basically how I do everything because I don't want to waste any of the product. And look, how cool is that, right? So then when I send out my Diva Delights, or I send out Happy Mail for $7.50, though it's a bigger envelope than this, they look how cool. And then you are giving the person you're sending Happy Mail to some goodies that they themselves can cut up and use and put in their journals, because there you go. We want to be thrifty. Okay, so once you have all of these out, you can take your heat gun, which I'm not going to do, and you just want to get all of the modeling paste dry. And if you really want to have a lot of texture, which I didn't do on the other ones, but I'm going to show you here, just get in a little bit of crackling paste. And, you know, just go to town. It's like kind of whatever you want to do on these tags. Just get it on there. Just have fun and play. And that's kind of what I'm doing now, because I was like overthinking tags. I was stressing myself out for no reason. you know, and it's crazy. Like, art should be so much fun. You should never be stressed. It should be the one thing that you can just get in there and start doing it, and it relieves stress, that it doesn't add stress. So this will give these a lot more texture, and then you just want to let it dry. Okay. All right, on to our next step. Because I don't know how to edit, that's why I tried to make sure I prepped everything for you guys. Now you're going to hear my chair scrape. I apologize, but I got to throw these behind me. I have this little electric fireplace. It's a little warm. Not that it's summer yet, but... and then I'm going to go ahead and clean the service. Normally, again, I just would have used a piece of paper. Okay, so then you will have something that looks like this. So this is where you come in and you get your gesso. Okay, and we're going to want to gesso it. Now, you can use a sponge, which, by the way, I'm going to use a sponge to paint. And the reason I use sponges to paint is because it gives you a better texture than a paintbrush. You can, of course, use a paintbrush. And again, on all my videos, I show you this one little sponge. And I think I bought this, I don't know. Like, I find stuff we have a Ross and a Marshalls, and we finally got a dollar store. And so I just buy the cheapest thing I can, and then I cut it up. Sometimes I like the sponges bigger. Sometimes I like them smaller for detailed work, but they give the best texture and look. It's like you're just adding onto it without doing a million different steps. All right, we're going to put this under here too, because I don't want this area to be all painted up yet. I hope everybody is having a fabulous day. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and put this video up tomorrow, even though we're doing the book box. So just so you know, I will restart the book box tutorials on Monday then, and I try to get videos up on Monday and Fridays. I might add a Wednesday. We'll just kind of see how my life goes. And after I learn to improve my channel a bit, I might start doing 3 again instead of just 2. So let me know what you guys would like to see even in the future. So just get that good and gessoed. And just remember, this is just kind of giving you a really nice palette to work on. And again, I use black because I like a more grungy than ancient and buried forever. Okay, but if you are wanting soft pastel and lovely, do white, or you can even do clear. All it's doing is just creating a surface that you can paint on. Okay, so there we go. So that's all you do right there. I'm saying so a lot. I think I am super, super tired. It has been like non-stop. Last 2 weeks, we've had to go to Idaho and Utah for doctor's appointments. I'm literally leaving Wednesday to go back to Utah to head off for this wonderful retreat. I am so excited. I will do my best to maybe film. I'll try to entice some ladies to get on camera with me. I can't promise that, but I will try. Okay, so again, I'm just going to throw these behind me so that they will dry. So once you get your gesso on and you get your gesso all dry, which were my little tags that I had finished. Oh, there they are. I was like, oh my gosh, I know I did several of them. Okay, then you're going to get this kind of look. And again, like I said, I don't care what the back looks like because I'm going to make it all pretty once I'm done. And honestly, guys, this is how I wound up getting my stencils. Do you see that beautiful look there? Which, of course, will eventually go on some kind of grungy page for me. I literally cut out the tag shapes that I liked off of this. And that is how I got my stencils because, yeah. Like I said, if I can figure out a way to cheat, I cheat. So now what you want to do is you kind of want to figure out what pictures do I want to use? So all I do is I take whatever images I have decided to use, and I'm kind of looking up here because I had done a whole bunch of images. And see, you can even find like this stuff. You can use this. Just know that you're going to want to back this with like a piece of cardboard if you're wanting that 3D effect, okay? Again, this came out of a kit that a friend sent me for my birthday. She had bought this for me. But see, you're just wanting something like this, and then you're going to want to raise it up, okay? So take this, glue it on like a cereal box, and that'll give you your raised look. Now, where are the images? Oh, they're right in front of your face. Wow. Did I mention I was tired? So I just kind of take my little frames and I see like, where do I want her little face to be? I take a pencil. It's really kind of not rocket science on this. On the glue, you could cut all these little pieces off if you don't like those kind of things. I do. Because it just makes it look rugged. But if we're doing shabby chic, you're going to want a pretty. So this is one of those frames from like the Paper Studio that I thought, well, why not try it? I've not used those. Okay, so then all I do is I kind of get like a general idea of where I want it. And then I just go in with a pencil so I know I'm going to need to cut on the outside of this so that it'll glue on the back of that image. And let's see. How much? I think we want your necklace and all of that. So, and again, you can just go in with magazine images if you would prefer. Just get on in there. And let's see, that's going to be really tight on your little face. And that's why I use pencil. And it's also why I kind of trace around, because it really does kind of show me my dimensions of what I want. Okay. And then we got to have this fabulous hairstyle. You do know if I lived in those days, I would have had the biggest hair. I'm telling you. The biggest skirt, the biggest hair. Okay, then you just cut it out. All right. And I generally try to cut bigger because obviously you can't, if it's too little, then I don't know that you've wasted your image, but you can't go in and cut it to make it match. So I just kind of do it a little bit larger than what I need. And once I glue it on, then we kind of go in there and cut more. All right. I have like a little box below me, and that is where I keep like all of my paper scraps. I literally didn't have any, and so I need some in order to do master boards and things, because I'm trying really hard to start doing that again. Okay. I know this is really boring. Sorry I can't speed it up. I will work hard on learning how to do all that. But you get it raw, unfiltered, and in real time. All right. So then again, just go ahead, grab your frames. I think you were... no, you were the big lady. Big-haired lady went with this one. Okay, so you want to just get it all on there. So I think you guys are kind of getting the idea. I'm going to just do 2 tags for video's sake, because you guys are just really wanting to, I'm trying to figure out which one. So this would probably be a really cool shabby chic one. Because she has that pink in there. So I think I will do her on camera with you, because then we can do shabby chic. And maybe we'll do you. Well, you're still kind of more shabby chic. And I think I'll do her for the grunge. That way you guys are getting an idea of both styles. Ugh, I'm so tired. I have got to sleep before I go on this retreat. I do. You can use, well, I'll show you. I always either use Fabri-Tac or I use art glitter glue. Both will work. Both have held. Also, if you have it, matte mediums work too when you are putting these on your tags, but you don't have to have it. I have it because, again, I like mixed media. And that stuff will hold. My friend Vanessa was laughing because I said that lacquer will go through a nuclear war, and it really will. And that's kind of how your gel mediums are when you are doing mixed media. Instead of glue, them suckers will stay on forever. All right, so just get your little images on there. Line them up the way you want them before the glue dries. That's another reason I kind of like Fabri-Tac, because it does give you a hot second, and then like I can see that this is going to stick out right there, so I just kind of want to cut it so it's not poking out of my frame. And the glue, of course, is sticking on my glove. And now let's make sure she's all in there, and she is. So then you have to decide like what which tag you're going to use in your images. So then what I do, as I close up my glue, which sometimes I can be very bad about, is go ahead and I think I'm going to use a bigger tag to show you, and I will do this one. Let's see, do I want that one or do I want, they're the same size. I think with this frame I want this one here, right? Or no, I know, this such decisions. Nope. Okay, so then you kind of have to, what I do, you don't have to do it that way, is I just kind of lay out like where do I want my images to go? How do I want them placed? So I want some of this writing. So I think this image I'm going to go ahead and put up here. But we'll see, because that's where I come in with these little doodads, these little scrolls. Just for tutorial purposes, I'm just using these ones. I have a bunch of different ones. I try to make them all different. And then you just kind of, this is a preference thing. Okay, guys, you don't have to do it my way. I just lay the things on here and I go, well, gee, I wonder if that looks good. You know, you can do it that way. You can have them laying this way, which actually I kind of like, but I think. So you just want to decorate them any way you have it. Now, see, I like that. Again, just have fun with it. Now, this girl, I definitely want her over. I almost don't even want like other goodies on here, but I do have them out. So maybe we'll do it this way, because I really like that scroll writing. Do I want you? I've never done one where I just had them straight up and down. Do I want that? Oh, maybe. See? Sometimes it just will work itself all out. So then you want to go ahead and you want to glue that on. And just because I already used the Fabri-Tac, and again, let me see. You can use an acrylic medium. I have this sitting on my desk. I have a million different kinds of it. I think that's the only one I have on my desk. But you can also use a gel medium. Takes a little longer to dry, but again, it's not going to go anywhere. But I figured everybody would have art glitter glue or Fabri-Tac. Just use whatever glue. You just want to make sure it's going to be something that's going to go ahead and hold all these goodies on. I've also used E6000. All right. I guess, let's see. Do I have? I do. So that's with the art glitter. Look at me trying to show you everything that you could use. I really do actually try to think of like what would everybody have on hand. Maybe you're just starting this journey, so you don't have a lot of supplies. Maybe you're like me and you live in this little tiny town, and so you don't have like a lot of stores or places that you can go for supplies. But Walmart, most of us have at least a Walmart, and they sell E6000. It's cheaper if you go to Marshall's or Ross especially. I'm using this E6000 because I accidentally bought black, and so this is like the perfect time to use it. But a lot of people hate E6000, so don't use it if you don't like it. And so I think I've given you everything. You just want to make sure, because it is glue, it is bulky, that it's going to have a strong enough adhesive that it's not going to come off, okay? And I haven't tested this yet. The tags I had already made, I made as gifts, and so I'm giving them to people so that love me, or hope they love me, and they will like tell me, you know, this fell apart. I'm big about experimenting because that way I can kind of figure out what does and does not work. Oh my gosh, I'm so weak that pushing glue out apparently is going to become a challenge. Don't you guys love aging? Like, I love almost everything. Like, I don't have an issue. I like the process in the aspect that, you know, my kids are grown. Being a grandmother is like the single greatest thing ever. I love being a grandma. I have the funniest grandkids on the planet. They just teach me so much. The only thing I don't like about aging is I have like all these new aches and pains, and I'm blinder than a bat, even with glasses. So that's not fun, but everything else is great. I don't have an issue with wrinkles or any of that. Though after losing this weight, I'm like, what the heck? I have like this loose skin. I'm like, what the heck is that? Like, I've never had it where it didn't just like firm up as I lost weight. So I'm like, yeah, well, it's a defense right now if anybody tries to kidnap me, which I doubt, but if they did, or rob me, I can just whack them with my arm. So yeah, so I'm gonna be getting a weight machine and start working that out. Okay, basically I'm over here jabbering away trying to fill in time, okay, because I can't speed you up, but you can speed me up. Fast forward that little remote. Oh my gosh, because apparently this is going to take me a hot minute to glue everything down. We're going to do the painting part next, so get that prepared. And you can also do sentiments on this, which I might actually do on these afterwards. I haven't decided, because I'm just going to take you through this process of just how to basically get them done. You can then add materials, laces, like you decide how you want to decorate them up. Again, I just wanted to show you how I do it. I didn't watch a tutorial, so I can't say I was inspired by anybody on these. I did find some stuff on Pinterest, but I did not find a tutorial, or I had to link the person, as I do try to give credit where credit is due. All right, so that is what you want to do, is just get your little guys on there. And now comes the fun part. So let me clear some of this stuff from my desk so I can get to my paints. I just use, I found this little dish at a secondhand store. You can tell I've kind of been doing a little bit of mixed media. I do wash it like once a week. Or I try to wipe it off, but you know, I made a lot of book boxes in like a 2-week period. So yeah. I use sponges too because they're washable, and so you can use them over and over. So now you have to just decide. Now, I'm going to just give you a little clue how I do it, but you all may not want to do it this way. I don't wait for the layers of paint to dry. I like how that paint gets in there, starts mixing, but that is a grungy thing. So if you are wanting more shabby chic, you probably will want to let the paint dry in between layering. I just don't do it, okay? I don't know, it's just my thing. But I also, when you're using a sponge, you're tapping the paint in, and so it dries quicker. And you don't have like big globs of paint. So why don't we do our shabby chic, because that's what's going to hurt my brain the most, right? And this is kind of where your imagination goes in. Just grab your paints. If you're doing a journal, you can color coordinate it to this. Maybe it's Happy Meal that you're wanting to do. And then just dab it on there. I'm thinking she has some pink in there. So I do a lot of paint pours. And so I have a lot of this that already has like different mediums in it. It can kind of give you a cell effect. It doesn't do that if you're wondering on here. But just grab the colors you want. So this kind of has like a darker pink. And I have my pinks below me. I'm not really seeing any. You know what I do have though? I bought these because I started playing with metallics. So maybe I will use a metallic pink. Again, I got all of this from Amazon. And I am thinking, so I'm looking at this little pink here, and it's kind of a darker pink, but I'm assuming shabby chic would be more of a bright. So I think we'll just play with those. And again, I am like not like this expert on colors. I really, really want to get that color cube really, really bad, because it gives you all of these wonderful colors that you wouldn't even think go together, that do go together. And I don't know why her name is escaping me, but I watched this wonderful painter on YouTube. And, oh my gosh, Denise Love. And so I love Denise Love. I haven't had time to watch her lately, but she, oh, there you go. She does that color cube. And ever since I've seen that, I'm like, yeah, I got to get that. So just grab some paints. All of that to say, grab some paint. I generally start with my lighter color first. So like, I know I want this to be white. Because it's going to be like a shabby chic. And even when I'm grunching, I might slap in some an antique white. I think that's what this is. I bought this at Walmart. Oh my gosh, it's like, it is so painted over, but I think it's an antique white. I don't know. I just kind of like look at stuff, and then, yeah. So then I'm just getting my base color on. And again, see the wonderful texture you can get from using a sponge. Because I like grungy, I don't necessarily always get like into all the cracks and the crevices, but if that's your thing, then that's what you're going to want to do. When I do, like when I was doing the book boxes, I would just take one of my paint brushes and just kind of tap in. I don't even know if I'm in frame for you guys to see this, but I'll try to be. Just take your paintbrush, and if you tap in, then you'll get into the underneath of it. Again, I generally like that look, and so I don't tap this color in. I'll tap in maybe when I go in with the metallics or all of that, but you don't have to use a sponge. You can just get in there with your paintbrush, and you can just tap away. Tapping just, again, gives it a different look. You're not going to have too much paint, which is another reason why I can get in there and lay another color, because it is not going to be super wet. Okay, so you just have to kind of do your thing. I just put paints on until I'm happy with it. That's honestly how I do it. Now, obviously, I don't want the little frame or the picture, the image, to get completely covered in paints. I don't care if there's a speckle or whatever in there, because I don't know. Maybe there was rain damage in the chateau. I don't know. I make up stories as I do this because I don't know. I'm weird. All right. So get your first layer in. And then you're going to basically build up from there. I do want this to go in here. And you got to remember, my glue's not even dry yet. Normally, I do wait till the glue and stuff is dry so that it's not moving and bouncing around. But again, for tutorial sake, we kind of want to get in here and get this going so that it's not a 3-hour video. I think you guys are getting the gist of it. I'm going to go ahead and leave that white. I poured a little more than I needed because I'm going to use it on this one. So this is literally my favorite paint. I always have like 3 or 4 bottles of this. It is called Black Flash. It is 5194. It makes the most perfect grunge. If I ever make a mistake, I can cover it with this stuff, and yeah, it's perfect. And I'm assuming this is a new bottle because it is not wanting to come out. So we're just going to tap a little bit of this out onto my plate because I don't want to do the... But I love this stuff. It's perfect for grunge. So that's my recommendation for that one. And then this will be our grungy one. So let's just quickly get in there. See how wonderful that color is? Oh, I just love it. But you guys use whatever colors you have. Use waxes, all that. This is just my main base color to kind of get in there. And again, no rhyme, no reason. I just start slapping paint. Now, it's only happened to me one time where I literally didn't like it at all. And then all you gotta do is re-gesso it, or like put more black acrylic or white acrylic. Like you can paint over it and start over. So these literally are brain friendly. They, if you're like me and some things, you know, can tend to stress you out, then this is super easy because there's no way to make a mistake on them. You literally can just start over. Okay. So this is going to be our more grungy look. So now let's get back to our shabby chic girl. And let's see. Do I want a little blue in you? I'm thinking she might need a little blue. Sorry, all these are unopened. And I did not realize that, or I would have had them opened before I started filming. But I just think, and this is a metallic too, so this is Ice Blue. Kind of getting into the metallic paints. And so I just start adding colors in there. Now again, if you had not laid a black gesso on here, then this color would really, really be popping for you right now. But again, I like everything to look aged. So I'm not going to do that. I love y'all, but still have to kind of have like my grungy look, ancient look in there. And so I'm putting this down, but then I really want this blue to also be popping, which is why you see me covering the whole tag. I don't always do that, but for this one, that's what I want. So again, just play, because you can't mess it up. You literally cannot in any way mess these up because you can just start over. Now, because it is more shabby chic, I am going to try to get in there and cover some of this black. Again, the glue is not even dry yet. But I think you guys are getting the idea, correct? So we just want where it doesn't have like that underneath. Where are we at on time? Oh my gosh. This is like the longest video I think I've ever done. All right, so then get in with some pinks. I am going to try this one first, my little paint pour. And again, the reason I'm using this is because I have like so much of it. I'm trying to use all my supplies up. And so, yeah. And then you can see how, because I have not let it dry, this will all just, I'm kind of surprised when it's all done. And I almost like that pale pink. We'll go ahead and try a little of the dark and see. I think you have to have this thing pulled off. But I did not realize how long this video already was. Dudes, I apologize. Fast forward. I understand. It's painful sometimes. Okay. That's way too much of that, but I will put you on my envelopes. All right, so now we're just going to want that to really go in, and we're just going to make it pop. Pop, 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 pop. And this now, for those of you that are really, really into shabby chic, you're going to do so much better at this than me. I really kind of don't necessarily have the eye for shabby chic. I just love grunge. So I have more of an eye to make it ancient. But you're going to go in here with this. And honestly, I'll probably go in. I'll let that dry for a minute. And we will finish getting our grunge on. Let's see. I do need, where's my, there it is. We're going to get in here. The grunge is easier for me. And I normally would do a lot more, but I'm just going to get in with this because we're like, I didn't realize it was so long already. And you can see I did not clean my brush, which is totally fine with me because I'm going to get all these wonderful effects. I am going to go in with a little bit of that white, and then I am going to put some antique brass. And that's what I mean. Grunge is really easy because she does have green. I might pop it out with some green, but you'll have to go on Instagram for Sugar's Crafty Closet, and then you will actually see the full end result on these because I can't show you because I can't speed up my camera yet. I don't know how to do that. I have a feeling I'm going back to college. That should be an adventure, huh? Okay, so that gives you guys an idea. Then I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to pull out real quick. I have this Glam Gold, and I'm going to take in some of this white, this antique white. Do it almost like you would do a dry brush, which just simply means you don't want a lot of paint. You want to tap off the majority of it. Just kind of get in there. I want like the lettering and stuff to be in there. Again, there's really no rhyme. I just kind of play around with it till it looks like I want it to look. And that is what I would recommend to everybody. Just play, 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 play. Now I'm really hurrying because I didn't realize this was so long. Oh my gosh. Let's see if we can get it to just an hour. Oh, goodness gracious. I am sorry. All right. Get a little bit of that gold. Let's see, that's my shabby chic one. So this is an antique gold. Like I said, it's just because I've really gotten into the metallics. I'm going to use a lot of them for my book boxes. So I have a lot of them. And see, if you notice, because I'm not cleaning my sponges or anything, you just start mixing and you get this amazing effects. So we're just going to go on the end here. And you can kind of just see, I just go in and I pick up the different paints. I have different colors all on this sponge. And so it just gives you these wonderful, wonderful effects. And my friends, that is literally how easy it is. And I will be very honest, this one needs silver. And I'm pretty sure I will try to do it with y'all really quick. I don't know. We'll see. Can I find the silver? Oh, thank you, Jesus. Okay, so we're going to use this medium. Oh, that's a gray. Well, I don't want the gray. I want silver. Let's see if we can't find it. I have all of my paints in this little bucket because my new passion are those book boxes. So, yeah. Where's my shabby sponge? So, take that. And I just personally think this doesn't need gold. It needs silver. Again, I tap out a big chunk of it. And now I'm just literally going to do the ends just to mix in. And then when it dries, woohoo, you get these fabulous effects, especially when you're working with metallics. And I don't know, it was like under 25 bucks to buy that whole thing on Amazon. And so it's totally worth it because I use so much of it. Then you can, you know, put an eyelet in, however you want to do it. Like these, I might actually put material for the tabs. I really don't know. But I think you guys are getting the idea. And yeah, see, I can't help myself. Even doing shabby chic, I kind of make it where it is still looking a little aged and grungy. But that gives you guys the idea of how I did my tags. Do you see how easy that is? See? Then just put your eyelet in, add coordinating ties to it. You can add just a piece of material up there. You can add some lace, which is probably what I'm going to do, is I'm just going to attach lace on the top. You can also sew your tags and then add all of this goodness on there. It is just totally up to you. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, because now I'm going in with the silver. So basically, I just go in and I tap and play until I am happy with it. So I hope that helps you guys. I hope it inspires you most of all. And once again, I truly, truly appreciate all of you. And so I really want to send out some happy mail. I'd love to do it before I leave on Wednesday. So let's get to 750 by Tuesday so I can send out some happy mail before I go on my retreat. This will be the last one I record until I am in California. If you're going, I can't wait to see you. Hold a sign that says don't hug if you're not a hugger, because I'm a hugger. But thank you guys. I appreciate you. Like, share, and subscribe. And as always, guys, I'll see you on the flip side. Bye.